boys and girls, we're going to be learning the factor 8. Our learning objective is so we can learn our facts of multiplying by 8. Remember, the distributive property that we've been learning is when we break apart factors to make multiplication problems easier. So, here are our times tables. 8 times 0 equals 0, 8 times 1 equals 8, and then it goes up 8 every time we multiply. Practice memorizing these as you do your math today. Watch me. There are 8 rows of prizes. There are 6 prizes in each row. How many prizes are there? So, remember, rows is on the side and columns are at the top. So, we have 8 rows with 6 inside of each. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I can do now is, now that I have an array, I can add all of the smiley faces up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So 8 times 6 equals 48. Remember, if you don't have an array or a picture already drawn, you can make the circles. So you can draw 8 circles and you can put 6 inside of each of them. Now, let's watch a quick video to help us understand the math.
Welcome back. Our good friend Carlos is here to help us learn about the associative property of multiplication. The what? Don't worry, Carlos. We'll all learn together. The associative property tells us that the way factors in a multiplication problem are grouped doesn't change the product. Okay, I think that makes sense. We use this property when we are multiplying at least 3 factors. We use parentheses to show how we group the factors, like this. You grouped the 6 times 4 together. Right, but we could group any of the factors together and get the same product. Let's see how. First, we multiply 6 times 4, which equals 24. Then, we multiply 24 times our last factor of 2 and get 48. So, 6 times 4 times 2 is 48. But what if you group 4 times 2 together? Let's try it out. 4 times 2 equals 8. And then we bring in our other factor, 6. 6 times 8 equals 48. We got the same answer. The associative property works. You saw there how even though we changed the groupings of the factors, we ended up with the same product. That's how you use the associative property. I'm going to go try it out some more. I like that idea. You can never get too much multiplication practice. See you next time.
Okay, so let's try something together. 8 times 3. We already have our rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, in a group of 8. There's 8 in each row. So 3 times 8 equals what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 3 times 8 equals 24. Go ahead and multiply 8 times 5. If you think about it like this, we can always switch factors around to make it 5 times 8, and the product, or the answer, will always be the same. So if you know 5 times 8, you know the answer to 8 times 5. Try to do the rest of the independent practice and the exit ticket by yourself.